to go to some breaking news that we are following right now. Just getting the
when he was on the
feed
10
in.
freeway.
This is a police chase in Los Angeles right now. Police are pursuing this white pickup truck right now. So we are going to hand it over to Stu Mundell, high up above Fox 11 Chopper. He is doing some play-by-play right now. We will listen in right here on Live Now from Fox.
Kind of getting very close to the Bravo. Again, this is the digital. People probably like, what is a Bravo? That is going to be the LAX airspace. And when they get into the LAX airspace, well, it's going to be tough for us because we're not allowed to go there. And that's one of those things that you might want to reach out to me about because I am not happy about that. Anyhow, you can see the LAPD airship that just went through the shot. That's going to be the black and white bird. The vehicle speed's picking up again. And you can see it. You can count it right there, getting in about 70 miles an hour. This is on residential streets. This is kind of the driver's MO. He kind of speeds up, then he slows it down. Speeds up, and then slows it down. Again, stolen vehicle, that's the report. And what's in the back there? It does look like a motorcycle or some sort of mini bike in the back. Don't know if that was there when that vehicle was taken. But again, the driver of that vehicle apparently doesn't own it. LAPD, they want to bring this to a stop, and of course, safely. But right now, they're venturing to do more of a kind of keep an eye on it. Made a quick turn there, didn't get away from us, and probably didn't get away from the LAPD either. The good news is we're staying away from that Bravo, and again, making a wide turn, making a U-turn. And it's like, hey, I didn't hit you the first time. I'm going to try to do it right now. Oh, little rope-a-dope action right there, LAPD. That's the first black and white we've seen in a minute, getting up behind it. But again, that Dodge truck, I'm just saying, that's a big motor. That's a lot of truck right there. They're kind of known for their high speeds. Right now, this driver is utilizing that. It is very, very dangerous. And you've seen it already. How many pedestrians have we seen? How many red lights have we run? I haven't been keeping track myself, but I can tell you it's just about every intersection that we've come to, there's been that kind of situation. That truck moving along right now, we're back up onto Adams. I'm sorry about that. I had to actually take a look. Adams Boulevard. This is a major street out here in the mid-cities area, and it's going to take us back towards the Coliseum. And that's the direction we're heading right now. Look at those speeds. This is not what we want to see. And again, luckily, that was a green light. That truck moving along at a good clip. Let's just get a little wider, see where the LAPD is. Oh, they've fallen back behind, and don't worry, I'm going to push right back in. But you can see that. Just look at the speeds compared to all the other vehicles out there. Wrong side of the road, and we're pushing 100 miles an hour. These type of things is something that I don't ever want to see either, kind of cutting off a vehicle as he's making his way back over to the right side of the road because there's a little bit of a divider right there. That shadow, that's going to be the LAPD airship. Now, the speed's definitely picking up. This vehicle moving along, and again, stolen vehicle. Don't know about that motorcycle in the back. Really not sure if that's even part of this story right now. But really the interest for me is keeping the public safe. Wrong side of the road, solid red is what we've been talking about. Almost every intersection, solid red, making a turn now, heading back towards the 10 freeway. Again, every time he goes through one of those intersections, it's not drama for me. It is just reality. I get worried. Slowing down a little bit, going back into another residential neighborhood. Sometimes they give an idea where these vehicles were stolen from. Sometimes they'll say stolen from, and they usually say a division of the LAPD. Probably got a little error right there. In this case, we didn't hear where it was, and the only reason I bring that up is this could be an idea where where the vehicle was taken. They might be heading back to that area that they know. At this point right now, we're staying out here, South Los Angeles. I would call this almost Adams area, mid-city, but high speeds, little neighborhoods out here. You got to take a look. This is just really, truly a small neighborhood coming back up onto Jefferson. Jefferson, another major out here, and it looks like we're going to be continuing eastbound. And again, that truck getting back onto those major roads, you can see it there. He's putting that foot down. That truck really starting to speed up. Again, the ground unit's backing off. I think he's slowing down. It looked like that nose was dipping. That's a solid red again. Solid red, making his way through there, and pedestrians on the sidewalk. This is what I'm saying. It seems like every time we get to a solid red, there's that problem with the problem. It's not a problem. It's something that we should be really worried about. You've got those pedestrians walking in those crosswalks or nearby. LAPD, they're working to do what they can. They've got 2 helicopters on this. Going to try to get that shot for you guys. You got one down low and then one up high. Either that or there you go. You got one up high. and then you got one down low. Making a turn there. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't want to lose it, and I might have. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? There he is. There he is. There he is. I got him. I got him. I got him. There he goes. Made a turn back into these, back into the residential neighborhoods. You know, maybe he feels safer here, but I definitely don't. Especially when we see 50 miles an hour through these residential streets out here. And I'm not going to show you two helicopters again. I'll trust you that for anybody watching us right now. Take a look. Making another turn there, making our way eastbound, staying on these very tight residential roads. The only promising thing that I might bring up is a lot of times when you get close to the 10 freeway, there are going to be some dead-end roads out here, you know, or a cul-de-sac that might give the opportunity for the LAPD ground units to either catch up or make that move to actually lock this vehicle down. Again, some of the folks watching are going to say, well, why is there no LAPD behind it? Well, because of these high speeds and these dangerous maneuvers is the biggest reason why. And as far as the helicopter calling it out, well, I can almost assure you, if this vehicle comes to a stop suddenly, there are going to be a lot of officers just appearing out of nowhere. They are close by. They are all listening to the radio. They all want to take this guy into custody, and so they are staying in this area. Eastbound Adams, as you can be taken through another intersection, at least that one was a green light. Making our way over to the 110. That's going to be one of the crosses coming up here soon. Not super soon, but if he stays on this road, we're going to be getting into the University Park area, over by USC, and also by the 110 freeway. Doesn't seem like this guy likes, or gal, likes the freeways. We saw a little short bit on the 10 earlier on. That's when we saw those speeds really up high. Another solid red, wrong side of the road, making his way over here, trying to just weave his way through there. And again, University Park is where we're at. This vehicle continuing on. I believe that's going to be USC. We got the space shuttle nearby. Right now, we're not going to take a look at that. We're going to keep an eye on this pursuit. That's a big Ram truck. That's probably, I would venture to say, newer than 2007, maybe closer to, I'm going to take that all back. This is probably like a 2020 or newer. And again, we've watched that performance on that truck. He has put that foot down. And whoa, look at this. Big, big intersection, a lot of vehicles. And we're making a southbound turn here, and I believe we're going to be on Figueroa. He's making his way back over to the freeway. He has got to know that that helicopter is not going to give up. It's one of those ones where you kind of always, you know, I get that question, what is he thinking? Well, right now he's thinking that he's probably going the wrong way on a one-way street, because that's what he's doing down there. It's one of these ones where you know, will he get away? Yeah, of course, we've seen him in the past. But the problem right here is all of that. These people are just driving along down there, minding their own business. And then you've got this Ram going the wrong way, high speeds, you know, wrong side of the road. It is just beyond dangerous. Whoops, sorry. I was looking out the window. Focus, Stu, focus. We need to focus, and I'm not talking about the actual focus. I mean focus on your job. Here we go. He's going to be going right underneath us. We're going to hold this shot, no doubt, and I believe he's going to be on Grand. But the thing is he's making a northbound move once again, so he's kicking us out of the Bravo, out of that LAX area. Another red light, and another unsuspecting driver probably hitting those brakes thinking, what is this guy doing? Because that's what I'm thinking, and I've been watching this the whole time. Continuing on there, we're going to be northbound. I believe we're on Broadway. So if you don't know the area, Figueroa, Broadway, those are the two mains that take you through the downtown Los Angeles area. I'm going to talk with my pilot, Mike. Mike, do you have me up? Okay, if he gets into downtown, just try to stay right over him. Don't worry about me, but just try to stay right over him. Well, we made another weird turn right there. You got some people on scooters. We're making our way back underneath the 10 freeway, so we are making our way to downtown Los Angeles. And this is one of those ones where I'm really worried that he's going to start zipping and zigging through these buildings out there like you see right now. That's not what we want to see. We want to be able to see that vehicle through these corridors. Making another turn there. I believe we're going to be going eastbound once again. and now we're going to be on 16th Street. So this actually parallels the 10 freeway as well. It's going to get really congested up here. I can tell you that for a fact. Oh, doing a little sidewalk surfing, are we? That is unbelievable. Making another turn up to the north. We're getting into the districts out here. It's going to be Fashion District or other, and I can tell you it is going to get super tight. And again, what's he running from? That helicopter is going to be watching him. It doesn't make any difference. Go fast, go slow. There's no officers behind you. And again, it's going to get, the traffic's just going to get worse and worse out here. Making another turn. It's going to be difficult to follow him right there. I'm going to keep peeking through the alleyways. But the traffic, this is what I'm talking about. You can see it right there. He's probably kind of stuck behind that building. There he goes. He popped right out. And again, this is one of those spots where it would be advisable to maybe have an officer in the area. This would be an area where maybe you could block him in, but again, I'm just being an armchair law enforcement. I have no say in any of this. Here we go, coming out to a major intersection. Again, solid red, but at least he's picking a bigger street, and it looks like we're going to be heading... Copy. You know what? I haven't heard anybody talk to me on the IFB, and I have no IFB. I have no IFB, everybody. Everybody's wondering what IFB is. That's infield broadcast. But anyways, I don't have any IFB. I have no IFB. Copy. Okay, I'm hearing something about decisions. And I have no IFB again. Anyways, continuing on here, and this is going to be, you can read the street names, but these are like very, very tight streets, and we're getting going to be kind of in the east. I heard IFB for... Copy all. I'm live on the air. Sorry, everybody. I do not have any IFB. If you're in Edit Base 17, I think it is, I'm not going to have any IFB. Just letting our people know. Another sharp turn right there. Another very close call. Since you guys are just joining us right now, I'm going to do a little recap. That is a stolen vehicle that we're looking at, and it's been in pursuit probably for about a good 15 minutes or so. Started out where we saw it, started out on the 10 freeway. Looked like he was going to pull over. Then he basically just kind of hammered it. 100 miles an hour for a little bit on the freeway, got off, and it's been on surface streets ever since. This driver making many, many poor decisions, wrong side of the road, a lot of close calls where it gets very, very close to a lot of pedestrians out there. Every red light we've come to, he has not slowed down at all, making his way underneath the 10 freeway. This is going to be a tough one for us. We'll keep an eye on it. There's a lot of places he could possibly go to. Does look like he's deciding to stop, but LAPD is continuing eastbound. There he is. The LAPD, they are close by, but they are not right behind him. This is what I've been saying. They've kind of gone into a tracking mode type of situation, and they basically, the ground units have backed off. They are close by. If this does come to an end, they will appear magically very, very quickly. Another tight turn right there, and you can see this vehicle continuing just to weave its way through the downtown Los Angeles area, heading eastbound into the East LA area. Copy, 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 copy. We're continuing on out here. We're going to make our way. Copy. You can see that one LAPD airship right there. There's actually two of them that have been following this. That's how dangerous this pursuit has been. Making another turn into traffic, and it is so busy and so tight down here. It's just amazing that all these other drivers have been responding so well to that driver inside that pickup truck. At some points, you just got to kind of think to yourself, what if that's a loved one of yours just driving along, and you've got this guy in this large, full-size truck just barreling down the street on the wrong side of the road, making his way northbound, and we're still in the districts area, so we're kind of staying away out of the Sheriff's Department area. Now we're working our way. It looks like we're making another turn. Well, we did make another turn. It doesn't look like it, but we're heading back into the downtown area, or that general direction. Again, the traffic is just going to get worse and worse if he stays in this area, because this is the districts out here. Very, very busy, smaller roads, older construction, and again, a lot of pedestrians out there. That's going to be the 10 freeway, and it popped out the other side. Mateo is the street. Anybody can read that, but Mateo is the street that we're on right now, and this is another one. A lot of industrial work out here. You've got those big rigs. You've got folks driving, a lot of people parking for work, and it makes the streets just so tight. And every time he gets close to somebody like he just did right there, believe me, I cringe inside the helicopter. Again, this pursuit continuing on, and LAPD, you might be watching right now and saying, well, where are they? They are close by. Another solid red, and this wouldn't be the first time we see him on the sidewalk. He drove probably a good half a block or more on the sidewalk earlier on when the traffic got too tight, making his way again. And whenever those speeds get into 70 miles an hour on these streets, you just got to think to yourself, what is that driver thinking? Because I cannot tell you what he's thinking at all. Again, nobody behind him at all as far as law enforcement. That helicopter definitely above, going to keep an eye on it. Skyfox, we're going to do the best we can as well. If he gets into those buildings, I'm a little panicked myself, but right now we're staying in the districts, and you can see what I'm worried about right there. You lose sight of that vehicle. Again, wrong side of the road, solid red, and just continuing on like this is the side of the road he needs to be on. Maybe the guy's from Britain, who knows? But in any case, you shouldn't poke too much fun at it, because this type of driving is one of the ones that where we see those tragic endings, where we see somebody get hurt. And again, continuing on, another pedestrian. We've seen so many of those. Copy all. I thought somebody was telling me to let the anchor talk. You can see it right there, knocking over some stuff. That's the first time I've actually seen something where they've actually got so close. People running out of the way. So maybe this guy's getting a little tired. Sometimes we see that after these, you get that adrenaline rush, and that adrenaline starts to wear off. You start feeling extremely exhausted. This person making poor decisions constantly out here. Another person, another pedestrian with a child. I mean, it wasn't really close, but I'm telling you, it seems like every time he goes through an intersection, there are pedestrians there. Coming up on the wrong side of the road, a solid red light, somebody making a left turn, and so is he. He's making a right turn. Again, staying in these very, very tight roads. We haven't seen this guy slow down, so you can't say, well, maybe he's looking for a place to jump out, because we haven't seen that. Haven't seen anything like even vaguely like slowing down, like checking out a neighborhood. Why turn? Don't know what that was all about. There you go. That's how you bring this to an end. You say the guy's not going to jump out, and he's going to jump out. LAPD's right there. They're driving behind him. This is one of those times where that guy's probably thinking, I should have stayed in the truck. Running into a business right there. Just stop right here. Going to stay a little wide to see if he pops out the other side. LAPD, they're going to be doing the same thing. That officer right there probably getting instructions right now to stay where he's at, just in case he pops out the other side. We're going to pick up an orbit as well, but this is where we last saw him, running inside this business. Again, this is going to be in the downtown Los Angeles area, near the districts, and of course you guys can read it right there. That's going to be Pico and Paloma. Officers making their way inside. Don't know how that's situated in there. I don't know if that's going to be warehouse and offices, but you can see right there one of the officers holding that corner. So this might become a standoff. Hopefully they take that suspect into custody. I'm going to listen on the scanner. I'll be back with you guys in just a moment.
All right, that was Stu Mundell high above in Skyfox Chopper. We are continuing to follow this right here. Breaking news of a police chase that we have been really showcasing for the last 15 minutes here on Live Now from Fox. And we just saw the suspect flee the pickup truck there. And right now they are going to be looking for the suspect, and okay, here we go. We got some more action now as we have police now running to the scene here as well. They were keeping a close eye on this individual throughout, as they were keeping a very, very close eye. Suspect at times was going very high rate of speeds in such a small, very residential areas as well. And there's a great shot of Skyfox showcasing police now running through this alleyway right now, and we are continuing to follow it every step of the way on Live Now from Fox as well. Police chase has ended, but now they are looking for that suspect that was in allegedly a stolen vehicle that continued on with this chase. We were featuring it for the last 15 minutes. It was going on for a little bit longer than that. So they are going now in this building where they presume the suspect is, some sort of garage area. And just judging from the body language, it might look like they already have this wrapped up and have the guy in cuffs here. We'll keep an eye on it, but you can just tell by the body language maybe that, okay, we got more coming in right now. Let's see how this is all going to shape up. But again, a police chase going on for longer than about 15 minutes. We continue to have more and more police coming in by really the dozens, it seems like, and they are continuing to come in. We're going to, once again, stay on this until we see the suspect in cuffs here. But yeah, they're in this long garage area of this industrial area right now where the suspect went in, presumably. But you could see police continuing maybe to look for the suspect. Hard to say at this point here, but we do know that that suspect is getting out of the vehicle, running away. And of course, police were keeping a very, very tight, close look at this chase. Of course, they had choppers in the air as well, including Fox 11. And they were on it every step of the way. And as soon as when this wrap, police came, really, and look at this. That is where the suspect ran away from the truck and then went into maybe this area. That's what the focus is right now from the police here. So we are going to continue to listen in here to a little bit more from Fox 11's Stu Mundell.
Was mortally injured, they would still be calling for an ambulance. Those officers are not doctors, so they're going to have to call an ambulance regardless. We'll keep an eye on it, but again, pursuit termination here in the downtown Los Angeles area. Yes. Hey, Roxy, sorry about that. Now I can actually hear you.
Stu, just continuing to give an update here. Maybe it appears that there will need to be a medical team coming to the scene as well. That is the last thing we really heard from Stu Mundell there from Fox 11, high up above in the chopper right now, as we continue to showcase the wrap-up here of a wild, wild scene playing out in Los Angeles of a suspect leading the police on a really dangerous way so many times through residential areas, going high speeds up to 80 miles per hour, and just rolling through red lights, rolling through stop signs as well. And again, we are continuing to showcase it all on Live Now from Fox.